We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, is there in coverage to disrupt.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Haskins out of the gun. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Washington, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dud.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
You know, the raw sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Haskins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Haskins. The open man is Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Washington.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. They're going right back to Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Westbrook.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Down Washington.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Giants 14, Washington 3.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, B, let's go. Now let's get there. Show it up, show it.
Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Check in. I got you. I got you. Mike 28. Mike 28. Hey, Mike. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 25.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Haskins. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to John Ross. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 4 yards.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Alvin Kamara, 37 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker plugging the rock.
Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
56 to mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
On play action, Haskins letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
8-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead is is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Jones off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now it's the backup, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Haskins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Haskins pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Pick up on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete on the deep ball. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
43-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Hey, that's good. That's good. Be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. Be there.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now. Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Giants 28, Washington 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Squeeze, double. Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Looking long for West. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, 55 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Matt Prater.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's bring it. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Switch gears.
From the 29, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. First down carry for Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Takes over.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. John Ross, 93 yards. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Haskins will throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
56.
Back to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
27-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here we go with Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now it's Haskins. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The 40. The 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater.
Run for the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late